Yeah, so it was actually the police that put me into contact with ACT. They then contacted me because of an assault that happened last year. To be honest, initially I was quite sceptical and just didn't really want to keep going. I thought I would probably have to keep going over stuff, but actually ACT kind of helped me to look forwards and look at my life, and it was about building my confidence and just recognising that you know, that life goes on, and yeah, so I suppose for me through ACT I did quite a lot of soul searching. I just found them really supportive, and yeah, just sometimes we need a little nudge, and I would say my support worker was very good at helping me to see the situation and just enabled me to just go for it. Moving forwards, I would say that for me, it's not worrying about the next lap, but it's the next step. And I think that's really important as you go through the process after perhaps experience something that's traumatic, that time definitely is a healer, and time definitely enables you to just sort of refocus and yeah, not to think you've got to do it all at once, and just take a day at a time. So yeah, and so I'm busy, and I wanted to move forwards. I had to move forwards financially, because financially things changed for me. And it's about me being self-sufficient and supporting myself and looking after myself. So I had to move forwards with my business, because that's my future. I was not in a position that I could get anything else other than the support. So I'd meet up with my support worker for coffees. They were always at the end of the phone if I needed to chat. If I wanted to run something by them, you know, any thoughts I had about my life and what I could do, and you know, I would ring them up and say, what do you think about this? And they were always incredibly supportive. The common phrase for us was, they would always say to me, you know, what is the worst that can happen? You know, if you want to do it, then just do it. So I wanted something good to come out of this. So I looked at my resources and what I had, which was a salon and my skills as a hairstylist. And so I decided to offer my services at the salon to the local Women's Refuge, which was accepted with open arms. And so now I open once a month for the afternoon for the women there, and I pamper them. And it's just the best thing I think I've probably ever done. And I find it very challenging, very emotional, and I just love to see those women just walk out 3 inches taller, and knowing that they're worth something. And that's been incredibly rewarding. Yes, so my support worker through ACT was a guy. He contacted me and asked if we could meet. And yeah, at that point I was very sceptical and quite nervous, because he was a guy and it was the first guy that I'd encountered outside of my friendship group that I didn't actually know. So I had no idea really how that was going to go, and so lots of thoughts running through my head. We agreed to meet in a local coffee house, and I have to say my guard was up, and but he definitely made me feel very comfortable. So the initial meeting was, yeah, probably for me, I was very guarded. By the time we met, probably by the second or third time, things between he and I just got better, and I felt I could talk to him. He was very, very supportive and encouraging, and just have someone to believe in you, really, that is pretty good. And yeah, so we have a great friendship now. And I said to him recently, we have a great foundation of trust, which is great. And yeah, he's been really, really excellent in all of this.